Hi, my name is Shelley Renee, and I wanted to try to do a quick testimonial for Martha Soria Sears, who I took a class through her a couple years ago. I think it was called Breaking the Glass Ceiling, and it revolved around a book called You Were Born Rich. I knew nothing about this book, and I was newly divorced. I was going to have to take over a huge house payment, but I was determined that I would do it. I didn't know how, but I was determined. And when we get put in these new life struggles of finances or health concerns or relationship disappointments, we reach out and want tools to help us get through it, right? So isn't it funny, though, that when it's financial and something like this comes up, you're like, if I could only afford the class. But Martha had a guarantee, and the guarantee was reasonable. And so I took on the challenge and said, what's the worst case that can happen? I'll get my money back. So I can tell you this. It was a webinar. Every week we read a chapter with a group of women. We also had a partner in the process. So every week we kept each other accountable for the things that we were doing and saying and implementing that we had learned in the previous chapter. And then the following week, we'd get new tools and new affirmations. And I started reading this to my house because I didn't want to lose it. And my house was my audience. And it became incredibly powerful for me in that time of my life to make it, to survive these new challenges I had before me. But I didn't know how it was going to happen. And I can tell you this. I get choked up. Not only did I make the money back easily within 30 to 60 days that I invested in her course, which, by the way, is incredibly reasonable, but I not only doubled my income, not even tripled my income, quadrupled my income. I'm in sales. And within that first year, there were months that I went above and beyond, like to level 5 of my income. It was amazing. And I also bought my dream car, something that for 35 years I dreamed of, and I didn't think it was ever going to be within my grasp. And it all came down to this book and Martha breaking it down and making it simple. Simple as this. Your thoughts are things. Our brain is a muscle. Our body and our brain are one of the most efficient electrical conduits to information and getting things that we want if we use it properly and stay in the law of vibration. And without getting into too much detail about that, just trust me in this. It's real. It works. It's not difficult. It's like going to the gym. Your brain, that muscle gets stronger every day, and you start thinking differently, and you start reacting differently, and you start just gravitating towards other people that are the same, which makes it stronger. And you will see all these great things start to come to fruition, all from taking a course with Martha and reading this book. And I just encourage you, if you're on the fence or thinking about it, it worked for me, and I watched it work for other people around me, and I keep walking the walk and talking the talk. Thoughts are things. Everything happens twice in your life. First up here is an image, and secondly, out there in the real world. You have nothing to lose. Thanks for listening. Good luck, Martha. I love you. You changed my life.